I got second at a local Flesh and Blood tournament. Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And like I said, I got second. I was gonna net deck, and I had a particular deck in mind. I forget the YouTuber, and I do apologize for that. But link will be in the description because I'll go find it afterwards. I was just gonna net deck. I got this FaB deck, right? And I love getting starter decks of just like any game and playing them because they're there to teach you the game, and I like learning new games and that kind of stuff. So I have a lot of different starter decks from Flesh and Blood. I never really expected to deck build in it. And I bought FaB, and then I heard we're having a tournament, so I went on and found online and found a budget of $10. You already have the deck, so $10 more of singles, and you can have a semi-competitive FaB deck. And then half my shipment didn't show up in time. Actually, at the time of recording this, it still hasn't shown up. But by the time it comes out, hopefully it's shown up. Hopefully. And I had to figure something out. I went into my local game store bright and early that day, 4 o'clock, I believe. No, it was noon because it was a Saturday, right when they opened up. And I went through their commons and just tried to find anything I could to make this work, or I was going to buy a different pre-constructed deck because people have already played me against this pre-constructed deck. I was going to buy another one. The deck was going to be Rhinar, and I was just going to play that instead. If I didn't find the cards. Luckily, I found some pretty good cards. And so, these are not the cards that were recommended in that budget video, but they were pretty good. So, the whole idea of FaB is punching or hitting you as often as possible. So, you'll be playing so many 0 and 1, that's 0. That's 1. You can't see it in this video. It's too small. Here we go. We got a 0 cost. Come on, camera. And a 1 cost. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Playing as many 0 to 1 cost cards as we can to try to hit as often as possible. Because, and I don't know if this is exactly how chains are supposed to work, but the idea is that I attack, you block. I have go again, so I can attack again, and then you block this separate attack. And then I have go again, so I attack again, and you have to block this separate attack, sort of thing. And you draw up to a full hand size of 4 at the end of your turn. So that means my opponent attacks me, then they draw up. Then I attack them, and they're going to block, and then it's their turn, and I draw up. Well, because they blocked, they don't have as much to attack you back with, and that's the idea, right? And like I said, I've played this deck before. There's really just minor changes here. Nothing too much. Everything is Draconic Ninja. FaB is a Draconic Ninja hero, and all of his combos rely off of playing Draconic or Ninja cards. Mostly, you want to play Draconic Ninja cards. And we have ways to increase attacks. We have some big hitters that will like disrupt my opponent or let me play even more cards, or this one, I hit like 7 in one go with this one. That one was cool. Yeah, and it was just so much fun. Oh, also, part of his kit is he starts with a Phoenix Flame in the discard. There's 2 in the deck. And you can recover a Phoenix Flame from your discard pile. It costs 3, but it costs 1 less for each chain link you have. So each separate attack is a chain link. So once you've attacked 3 times in a turn, you can recover this for free and attack. Oh, it's 1 damage. Not that big of a deal, but it gets you an extra point. And most people have 20 health. So, yeah, whittle them down. But, yeah. Gotta keep that separate, actually. This is my sideboard. I've been told recently they changed sideboard rules to where you can have cards that aren't equipment in your sideboard. I didn't have any extra cards to begin with, so these are just things I found. This was really in case someone busted out an arcane deck, something that did a lot of arcane damage. This is how you prevent arcane damage. You can't block arcane damage. But yeah, that's the idea of the deck. I attack, I go again, I attack, I go again, I attack, I go again. And go again doesn't mean I draw up my cards and then attack. Go again means that I just get to play another card. That's it. It's not, like a whole nother turn. It's just one extra card. But every card lets me play one extra card, basically. So, yeah, that's a lot of fun. So, one of the big differences from the deck that I looked up in my deck were these random ninja cards that I found that just were awesome. So, I'd played this deck pre-con before, right? And I got half my order from TCG Player of the cards I wanted to upgrade my deck to be a semi-competitive deck. And, sadly, not all the cards showed up. That's why I have a Iron Rot Helmet. Is that what it is? Iron Rot Helmet, yeah. For just one extra defense, right? And I played this deck against people, and I like the theme of it. Oh, these are the dice I bought to represent damage and any counters I needed to, like if I'm counting my resources. These are the dice I bought. Aren't they amazing? And they just totally fit this character. The fire, the ninja aspect, I love it. Love these dice. Just really wanted to show those off. And I played this deck. Sorry, trying to stay on track. I've played this deck against a lot of people. Mostly it was their pre-cons versus my pre-cons. And this tournament was the first one where everyone was doing constructed, right? Not pre-constructed decks. They were actually making edits and all that stuff. And I found these cards in the commons. Wax on red, wax on yellow. This is Blitz format, so it's a 40-card deck. Playsets are 2 ofs, but this red line and this yellow line mean they're 2 separate cards. Also, there's blue, that blue line, that would be another set of separate cards. I might look for the blue wax-on cards as well and get those into my deck. I don't know yet, but these wax-on cards saved me so many times. These are defense reaction cards. They are meant to protect you. They're also ninja cards, so my Draconic Ninja is able to play them. And they cost 0 to play, just like most of my deck. And down here you can see the red wax on is 3 defense and the yellow wax on is 2 defense. And you might be thinking, that's not that much defense. What is he talking about? You're right. But the benefit comes from the effect. While Wax On is defending an attack action with cost 0, it has 2 more defense. So this becomes a 5 defense, and this becomes a 4 defense. And I had already been playing against these people for several weeks with just pre-constructed decks. So I knew a lot of people are going to be bringing things with 0 attacks. Whether that's Lexi. If you don't play the game, you won't know what I'm talking about. Basically through this whole video. Whether that's Lexi, whether that's the Draconic Illusionist, I think had some 0 cost. And there was another deck. I think it was Dash. They had 0 cost attacks. And yeah, these wax-on cards were brilliant against those. Really helped out. I also love the fact that these are defense reactions. And as far as I know, I might have this ruling wrong. I'm like not 100% on these rules. But as far as I know, I could play it for my arsenal. What my arsenal is a face-down card underneath my character like so. Basically, end of your turn, if you have any cards left in your hand, you can put 1 card into your arsenal. You have to play that card. You cannot use that card for other circumstances. You can only play the card. Since this is a defense reaction, it is one of the few cards that I can arsenal and play on my defense side, not on my next turn, if that makes any sense to you. And again, I could be wrong about that. Correct me in the comments below, please, because if so, these cards just lost a lot of value in my opinion. But it was brilliant. Wax on, being in my hand, being able to arsenal it and save it for later, or just, I draw up, then my opponent's attacking me, so I have to use it to protect myself. That kind of stuff. Really using your health, the 20 health, as a resource in trying to, protect myself, but also trying to let things slide and my health go down, but making sure I don't go down too far. Very careful balance there. I've got these equipments that I can burn. I can use their effect to go again. I can use their effects to give me resources. I used this one perfect turn where I was able to get 2 Phoenix Flames, I can only play 2, into my hand and play both of them, so they both did 2 damage instead of the 1 damage. It was awesome. I really enjoyed this. What's funny is the person that won was new to the game. Just the game, not TCGs in general. They'd played TCGs before. But they were so new, in fact, that while I was looking through commons, they came in, bought the Rhinar deck, and sat down with the store owner, and the store owner taught them how to play. Then once the store owner was done, I was like, hey, do you mind if I play against you? And he was like, no, that's fine. And so we played a game, and he beat me. Okay, that's a powerful deck. Okay. I go get food, I come back, we're ready to start the tournament, and, we're playing and we're matched up. Okay, that's fine. And he beats me again. Okay, and then we get paired up into top 4. And it turns out he and I got paired up. Right? I think that's how it went. No. I got paired up with someone else. But then I made it to the finals, and I saw the guy that just bought the Rhinar deck that's brand new to the game in the finals, and he beat me again. Because we had been playing against each other in such a closed environment, it created a small little meta in our store. And we kind of expanded on that with the constructed event. But we were, none of us were prepared for just a beat stick to come in. It's a big guy, he does big damage, and that's it. That's all he knows how to do. And he just did so much big damage. We were all used to, no, we want to minimize costs, we want to play 0 costs, we want our cards flying out of our hand, we want to do a ton of stuff. We were not prepared for someone to just go, yeah, I pitch 3 and I attack with this 3 cost that does 10 damage to you. You doing anything or what? And you're sitting there with 4 cards in your hand where all their defense values don't even equal to 10. And you're like, well, I don't know what to do. And if it hits, it does 2 more damage. Well, it's gonna hit. So I guess I'll just take the 12. Sorry. I think I lost the thread there. But I just wanted to throw this out here, let you guys know, I came in second at my first ever Flesh and Blood tournament. It was only at the local game store where we've all been in kind of a closed meta, but it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend, if you're able to, check out Flesh and Blood. Maybe go to a Blitz event. That's all I'll be playing. I'm not going to play their 60-card constructed, and I'm not even going to take this game that seriously. I just want to have fun. And I'll tell you, this game is fun. I really like it. It's very different from Pokemon. Very different art, very different design, very different play style, all that stuff. But if you can, I highly recommend checking it out. And if you want me to do more Flesh and Blood content, just comment down below, let me know. Maybe I'll do one when I feel like it again. But right now, I don't see myself doing more Flesh and Blood content in the future unless people speak out and go, yes, we want more Flesh and Blood content. You know, people have already reached out and asked when my next Warhammer video is going to be, and that I just don't know. I'm still painting the same unit. It's like almost done, but I'm still painting them. It takes a while, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to share my Flesh and Blood story. Oh, also, I don't have the box here, but I'm also buying, I bought a One Piece starter deck, and I'm buying a new one coming out, and I'm going to try out One Piece. We'll see how it is. If you're in my Discord, you will have seen that I bought a One Piece deck like a week and a half ago. So be sure to check out my Discord. But yeah, that was my Flesh and Blood FaB deck. It's a lot of fun. That character is just so much fun. I see him kind of as a monk in D&D, just throwing out a ton of punches, little jabs here and there, but they add up over time to do a lot of damage over time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like this video. Comment down below if you want me to do more Flesh and Blood videos. I'm definitely more than willing. I just don't want to take away from my current schedule of Pokemon, so it'll take time. You know, basically I have these 2 videos a week that I don't do weekly Pokemon decks. I just do random videos of package opening, of strategy analysis, that kind of stuff. So that's where I would fit in Flesh and Blood, if you're all interested. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I mostly do Pokemon, but like I said, if you want me to do Flesh and Blood, let me know, and maybe I'll do some more Flesh and Blood. And go ahead, check out that Discord I mentioned. Some awesome deck builders in there, fans of a variety of games, and all that stuff. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.